I don't go live too often because I'm a nation builder. When you busy helping parents save their children, when you busy helping parents save their children, when you're busy protecting boys and girls from the school to prison pipeline, when you're busy helping families stay together, when you're busy helping parents protect their children, when you're busy building relevant institutions for the black community, you don't have time to be on social work all day, social network all day. You don't have time to be on social network all day when you building. But I had to come on. I had to come on because there's been a lot of dirt thrown at the conscious community lately. And I don't usually identify with the conscious community because I know there's coons in it, opportunists in it, people who are motivated by fame and fortune. I understand that. That is true. There are people who are only motivated by fame and fortune in the black consciousness community. This is true. But I'm not speaking for the popular YouTubian social network personalities. I'm talking about the brothers and sisters who do the damn work. I'm talking about the brothers and sisters who put the damn work in. I'm talking about the brothers and sisters who out there saving children. The brothers and sisters who are the first on the scene when somebody loses a loved one. I'm talking about the brothers and sisters who be cleaning up the neighborhood, feeding the homeless, and clothing the naked. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about grassroots conscious community, not YouTubian conscious community. I'm talking grassroots conscious community. I want to say this to the larger black community. I want to say this to those of you who are critical of the black conscious community. I find it interesting that you got so much smoke for those who are trying to do the right thing. But you will kiss the ass of these rappers who don't do a damn thing. You will kiss the ass of these comedians who don't do a damn thing. You will kiss the ass of these actors who don't do a damn thing. You will break your neck to go to the BET Awards. You will break your neck to be at the Soul Train Awards. You will break your neck to be at these music festivals. But as soon as somebody in the conscious community does something that is less than spectacular, you got all the smoke. But these damn rappers who don't do nothing but call you bitch, these damn rappers who don't do nothing but rob the community, don't do nothing but celebrate and honor black on black crime, celebrate and honor mass incarceration, celebrate and honor female victimization, celebrate and honor poverty and going to jail. You will kiss their asses, dance to their music, go to their concerts. You don't have no smoke for them, though. You don't have no smoke for them. So the message to the next generation, the message to the next generation is basically saying, the message to the next generation is basically saying that if you try to do right by the black community, we're going to destroy you. If you try to do right by the black community and make a mistake, we will destroy you. But if you don't do a damn thing for the black community, we will celebrate and honor you. That's the message you sending to the next generation. That's the message you sending to the next generation. That's the message you sending to the next generation. If you don't do a damn thing for black people, we will worship you, we will honor you, we will celebrate you. But if you try to do right for the black community and fall short, we will disgrace you and destroy you. Talking about the brothers and sisters who ain't been accused of nothing like that, who are doing the work, who may be less than perfect, and you got all the smoke for them. You got all the smoke for them. But these other black folks who don't do a damn thing for you, black bourgeoisie, I've never heard none of y'all talk about these black U.S. senators who don't do nothing. I haven't heard any of y'all talk about these black pastors who don't do nothing. I haven't heard any of y'all talk about these black mayors who don't do nothing. I haven't heard any of y'all talk about these black people with these community-based organizations who don't do nothing but hustle money in the name of the community. You ain't said a damn thing about that. You ain't said a damn thing about that. How am I helping black boys? That's a silly ass question. How does Dr. Umar help black boys? That's a silly ass question. But because you got a blind weave in your head, I'm going to answer the question because you don't know no better. Because you got a blind weave in your head, I'm going to answer the question because you don't know no better. This is what I do for black children. I am the #1 parent advocate in America. I am the #1 certified school psychologist in America. I am the #1 doctor of clinical psychology out here on the grassroots, helping parents protect their children from medication, misdiagnosis, and unnecessary hospitalization and institutionalization. Let me say it again. I am the #1 psychologist helping black parents protect their children from unnecessary hospitalization, medication, and diagnosis. I am the reason so many black children have been freed from special ed. I am the reason so many black children have been freed from psychiatric medication. What do? I train parents on how to save their children for a living. What do? I train educators and educational experts on how to prevent miseducating and diagnosing our children. What do? I go to prisons and juvenile detention centers and halfway houses all around the world, and I work with the chemically addicted so they never take another shot of crack a day in their life. I work with young black men and women so they never go back into the criminal justice system another day in their life. I am the reason black parents understand special ed. I am the reason they understand ADHD. I am the reason for the dropout for psychiatric meds. That's what I do. That's what I do. But your ass got a blind weave. That's why you don't know the answer to that dumbass question. 20 years in the game. Nobody you know have done more for children than me when it comes to saving them from miseducation, special education, psychiatric medication, juvenile incarceration, and adult incarceration. I do the work, and I got the receipts. Tens of thousands of parents, not just America, I'm global. Not just the East Coast, I'm global. Not just the Western Hemisphere, I'm global. Everywhere. In addition to the speeches, in addition to the books, I do the damn work. My voicemail gets filled up every day saving black parents. Y'all want to talk about the conscious community? What the hell you doing for black people? What institution are you building? You damn YouTubian should be ashamed of yourself. How the hell you sit on YouTube all day long and make videos? How in the hell can you sit on YouTube all day long and make videos with the problems we got in the black community? That's Afghanistan has always been an ally of the U.S. government. Afghanistan was growing the dope for the U.S. government. The Taliban, irrespective of what you might see, the government of Afghanistan was growing the opium and the heroin for the CIA. What do you mean? Of course the U.S. government is going to look out for Afghanistan. Afghanistan is protecting the opium and the heroin from the Taliban. Of course they're going to airlift them. They're not going to help us. They bringing the Afghanis to America to push the black people down further. You being pushed down by LGBTQ. You being pushed down by the white feminists. You being pushed down by immigrants. You being pushed down by Latinos. You being pushed down by Asians. You being pushed down by East Indians. And now you're going to be pushed down by the Afghanis. And it's your fault. It's all your fault. Because you rather make YouTube videos than get out on the street and do some damn work. You are a YouTube addict. If you spend more than 3 hours on YouTube a day, you are a YouTube addict. I don't give a damn if you watching or creating. You are a YouTube addict. If you spend 3 hours or more on YouTube a day, you are a YouTube addict. Facts. And I'm being generous with 3 hours because you shouldn't be on there for more than one. I'm being generous with 3 hours because you shouldn't be on there more than 1 hour a day. But I'm being generous. YouTube addiction, 3 hours on YouTube a day. 3 hours on YouTube a day or more, you are a damn addict. YouTube is wasting black lives. If black lives matter so much, get the hell off YouTube because YouTube is wasting your black lives. If black life matters so much, get your ass off YouTube because you are wasting your life on YouTube. You only get a century on this planet, give or take a decade or two. You only get a century on this planet, give or take a decade or two. The years in your life are made up of months. Those months are made up of weeks. Those weeks are made up of days. Those days are made up of hours. Those hours are made up of minutes. How many minutes of your life? How many hours of your life? How many days of your life are being wasted on YouTube? Sitting around talking about racism does not address racism. Sitting around talking about racism does not change racism. Sitting around talking about racism does not save you from racism. Please don't think you're struggling by chapping your damn gums about our problems. Please don't think you are part of the solution because you are sitting around yapping your damn gums about black problems. Please don't think you are part of the solution because you sit around yapping your damn gums about white problems affecting black people. That don't make you part of the solution. Institutions are the solutions. Hashtag institutions are the solutions. Hashtag institutions are the solutions. I'm building one for the children. Actually, two. I'm building one for the children. Brothers and sisters, institutions are the solutions. For those of you who are revolutionary Pan-Africanists, for those of you who have been asking me about Team Pan-African, the international movement for the independence and protection of African people, for those of you who have been asking me about the relaunch, the rebirth, the reemergence of Team Pan-African, the international movement for the independence and protection of African people, stop criticizing people who do more than you do. Stop criticizing people who do more than you do. Can you have a trans wifey? Richard Clements, you are not an African. Why are you on my live? Richard Clements, you are not an African, sir. No disrespect to you. My lives are for members of the African family. See, this is what I want to say to the Europeans on the chat. And I know I got Europeans who support me. I respect you. I know I got Europeans who support me. I respect you. But this is what I want to say to all the Europeans like Richard Clements who like asking me about a trans wifey. I'm not into that, brother. I am happy to be heterosexual. Do you understand me? I am happy to be heterosexual, Mr. Richard Clements. I am happy to be heterosexual. I'm not interested in no trans wife. Okay? I'm not disrespecting nobody, but I'm not interested in that. I am interested in organically African women only. And I prefer those of the curvy type. I am interested in organically original African women only. And my preference is the curvaceous type. Richard Clements, get off the live, sir. See, the problem with you Europeans is y'all don't like black people invading. The problem with you Europeans, y'all don't like black people invading your space, but you love to invade our space. See, one of the contradictions and narcissistic tendencies of the European tribe, one of the contradictions and narcissistic tendencies of the Neanderthal nation is y'all don't ever want black folks nowhere around you. You don't want us in your home. You don't want us at your hospital. You don't want us at your supermarket. You don't want us in your neighborhood. You don't want us at your park. You don't want us on your airplane, but you feel that you are perfectly justified to invade everything we do. You will walk into the black church. You will walk into a black meeting. You will walk into a black house. You will invade a black community. You will invade Dr. Umar's live feed when you know he is unapologetically African. And you will make your presence known. You will disrupt, distract, and take away from what we are doing. But we cannot do that to you. We cannot do that to you. You have practiced political segregation against African people globally for millennia. You have practiced economic segregation against African people for centuries. You have practiced intellectual, social, cultural segregation against African people for centuries, but yet and still, you believe that your white privilege, yet and still, you believe that your white privilege, yet and still, you believe that your white privilege gives you the right to invade private black space whenever you want. White people feel that they can invade private black space whenever they want. White people, you are so disingenuous. You are so dishonest. You are so hypocritical. You are so narcissistic. How dare you segregate against us? You will trap black people in the ghetto. You will keep us out of your churches, keep us from working in your industries, but you will invade black space whenever you feel like it. And this is why I tell black women, you should never, ever give your vagina to a Neanderthal. Black women, this is why you should never, ever give your vagina to a Neanderthal. Because he is invading your black space. And he believes he has a God-given white supremacist right to invade your black space. Black woman, keep your black space to yourself. Keep your cosmic coochie to yourself. Don't you dare give none of God's divine heaven to one of these cave-dwelling devils. Don't you ever do it. Don't you ever do it. If we can invade their space, they can invade ours. When are we going to stand up for ourselves? When are we going to be the African people God intended us to be? When are we going to become what the ancestors have desired for us to become, brothers and sisters? It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all about African politics, and this damn cave-dwelling lizard, genetically modified human, jumps on my damn live and talks about a trans wifey. See, he can do that because he don't have to deal with gentrification in his neighborhood. He can do that. He don't have to deal with mass incarceration in his neighborhood. He can do that. He don't have to deal with miseducation in his neighborhood. He can do that. He don't have to deal with police extermination and economic marginalization. Life is nice for white folks in America. Life is nice for white folks in America. See, everybody wants to practice black culture until it's time to fight for black justice. Everybody wants to listen to black music, but they don't want to fight for black justice. They want to dance to the songs, but they don't want to fight for black justice. That's right. They want to make money off our music, make money off our art. They want to make money off our culture. They want to make money off our talent, but nobody wants to fight for black justice. See, when the police kill black folks, when police kill black folks, where have they been? DJ Khaled, Eminem, the rest of you non-Africans invading African culture, what are you doing against police genocide? Because you're making a lot of money. I'm not attacking you, I'm asking a question. You getting rich off black culture, what are you doing for it? Are you white music companies, you white entertainment companies, you media houses, you're making billions off black culture. What are you doing for it? What are you doing for it? These punk ass rappers ain't gonna ask you to be accountable. These punk ass actors and comedians and singers and football and basketball players, they're not gonna ask you to be accountable. The Charles Barkleys of the world, they're not gonna make you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable. All you non-black people making money off black culture, what are you doing for it? What are you doing for it? You damn Neanderthals keep jumping on the live, invading black space. They don't think black people have a right. They don't think black people have a right to meet amongst ourselves. They don't think black people have a right to meet amongst ourselves, but white folks don't let black folks come amongst them when they having conversations. Have you ever seen Dr. Umar invade a white person's life? I don't follow y'all. I'm not into y'all. I don't want your women. I don't want to live in your neighborhood. I don't want to work at your business. I'm independent. Independence is what I'm fighting for. Independence or extermination. I do not hate white folks. I hate white racism, and I will fight it to the last breath of my life. We got to get serious. If you serious about changing things for black people, there will be a private meeting, Pan-Africanist only. There will be a private meeting, revolutionary Pan-African nationalists only in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm sorry, sisters. I got to draw the line. I got to stop. It's over, ladies. It's over. No more weave, no more perm. Cut the shit off. Come back home to your African roots. Let's get serious. Brothers, if you snow bunnying, you cannot come to the Team Pan-African Information Social. If you rainbow gang, you can't come if you a rainbow gang. Rainbow gang can't be, listen, we trying to resurrect African people. You can't do that when you are compromised. The sick cannot heal the sick. The lame cannot heal the lame. The compromised cannot heal the compromised. I'm looking for happy to be nappy, happy to be heterosexual, Pan-Africanist only for the Team Pan-African new membership meeting in Wilmington, Delaware